listen. This is so important. So important. You know, I'm going to start playing this here. Don't copyright. Don't report me for copywriting. Okay, don't report me for copywriting. Okay, here we go. Let's turn this down. Oh my goodness, you guys would not believe the day I had. Today was one of the most stressful days I've had in a minute. Woke up, and the computer didn't work. The desktop, the 10-year dyno died on it. The 10-year dyno died on us. Disaster. Woke up to a Mexican mariachi band playing outside on the road outside my house at like 1 o'clock. Only got a couple hours. I was like, what in the what? I was like, what is that? I heard maracas. I heard tambourines. I heard all sorts of mess. I was like, what in the world, everybody? I get up, look out my window, and there's a mariachi band playing in the streets. Who does? I'm in a community. I'm in a development. What in the world? This is ridiculous. All right, here we go. Enough ranting. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to Wanda Michaela in the chat. What's going on? Saturday night, baby. Saturday Night Live, the crypto version. Let's dive on in. My name's Matt, and this is Boys Crypto. Welcome to the Boys Crypto Show. Drop your altcoins, drop your questions, whatever you guys want to go over. The day I had was absolutely crazy. This is a whole new computer setup, new monitor, new desktop. We're ready to roll. If there's any problems, if you guys have audio issues or anything, you were trying to impress your girlfriend, student, one limitless, hey, shout out to you, man. I know that's a big deal. Hey, listen. If you guys have any audio issues, any video issues, let me know. This is a completely new setup, and we are diving on in. Let's start without the bubbles. Let's dive into our active trades right now. Oh my gosh, it is not looking so good. We're down $77 on our active trades. We are in an Ethereum long, a Solana long that was just open in Barachain, struggling to get it off the ground, bouncing off that trend line that we created here. It's looking okay. I'm going to leave it open for now. I'm going to use this 15-minute 200 MA. Where's the 15-minute 200? Why is this 60? 15-minute 200 MA. Everything's so crazy since I got this new setup, and it's all, yeah, I'm going to use a 15-minute 200 MA as my shield. We close the daily 15-minute candle below that. I'll close this trade. That'd be a little more than... Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Over on the crypto bubbles, what a mixed day we have. We have green, we have red, we have confusion in the market. Bitcoin just kind of trading chop sideways, right? Chop suey. Man, and it's been a crazy day. Let's hop on over to TradingView. This is a trade that we put out yesterday on Barachain, looking for that breakout of the shoulder head on the 4-hour. Man, I apologize, guys. This is crazy getting this set up here. This new setup is absolutely wild. We had that shoulder head, right shoulder on the 4-hour looking to get above, which we did. That 4-hour 200 SMA. We have an hour and 26 minutes till this candle closes. I want to close above 676, everybody. I want to close above 676. Super important that we don't confirm a rejection of that 200 MA and fall down into the crypto abyss. That's what I'm looking at for Barachain here. I'm not long on XRP, man. Student one loan limitless. I am not. You know, anything that I put out on the stream, anything that I do put out as trades that I am in, I can look at XRP here. I'll look at XRP for you, brother. Anything that I look at on stream, you know, I'll put ideas and everything on here, but any trade that I am actually in myself, putting my own money on the line, baby, are going to be posted on X, on Twitter, and you'll see them over here every single day, right? Whether they're winners or losers currently, hey, we're down $78 on the day. It is what it is. We will be looking at these trades. I thought Barachain was one of the hottest setups yesterday. I still think it can be. It's one of the only charts that's showing that shoulder head, right shoulder, baby. It looks good. Let's dive into an altcoin right off the bat, guys. This is Saturday night. This is going to be a little more laid back stream. I'm in a little bit of a, less dressy shirt today. Drop your coins in. We're just going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to look at some hot setups, and we're going to get ready for the week ahead while everybody else is out drinking, doing the whip nay. We're here getting ready for the week ahead and ready to make some gains. Shout out to you, PMG Corey. What's going on? Thank you for jumping on in the chat. Michaela B, Student One Limitless, and Wanda. Thank you for being here. All right, XRP on the daily. Honestly, zooming out, this is one of the hottest coins in the game, is it not? You're currently ranging here. You did have a false breakout here, fell back into the range, and you've just been ranging for XRP ever since you had that monumental. It was about a 6, 7, 8x for some people, a 5x. No, depending on where you got in, right? You could have gotten down here at like 48 cents or so. This was a monumental move moonshot for XRP here. And hey, listen, for those of you who just jumped on in, hey, let me know if there's any problems with the stream, anything in the chat. Because this is a completely new setup. My computer got absolutely annihilated. That 10-year dyno pretty much was smoking when I turned it on. When I turned it on, it sounded like, it made a loud screeching noise. The fan wasn't rotating. It was a complete disaster. So I went over to Best Buy and I dropped a little money and got myself a new setup, baby. A new setup. We are ready to go. And while I was there, I was like, hey, my name's Boyce Crypto. How are you? Can you help me find a computer? It was so cool. It was so cool. And we added a couple subscribers there. It was awesome at the Best Buy. Who would have known as we were going out there and advertising? But here we are, XRP, baby. XRP on the daily. Same story, different coin as we've been going over for the past few days. We have these bearish divergence here that are forming on almost all of your major altcoins, and you can even go further and to say it's on almost all the altcoins, even outside of the top 100. You're looking for a break. Let's clear some of this up here. You're looking for a break of this high here before you break this low. That's what the daily bullish divergence is saying, as we have a swing down on price action while we have a swing up here on the RSI. I like that a lot for XRP, and we are trending in that direction. With that being said, you are approaching the highest volume node here in the VRVP, the area where the most amount of trades have occurred for XRP. Whether you're buying or selling, this is the area where buyers and sellers are most interested. And the last time that we were here, the sellers won and dropped the price below. Buyers have started stepping in. When you start getting tight price action around these high volume nodes, it can often lead to explosive price actions one way or the other. Why do we say that? Because it's like that ball rolling down the hill example. You have your ball on the hill and there's a little bit of wind, and the wind's pushing it on either side, and it's going to fall one way. And it's likely that when you fall down the hill, you're going to come up to the next trough, right? So that's where we're sitting right now for XRP, and you've had some super volatile moves over the past 2 weeks on all these major assets. Crypto is hanging in the balance here as Bitcoin continues to trade sideways and honestly doesn't know what it's doing. We've been trending sideways for days now, for almost weeks. Let's pull up Bitcoin, baby. Let's pull up Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that. XRP looking good to me. You're sitting up underneath this high volume node. I would like to say, honestly, if you're looking at getting into a trade on XRP, I would have to wait for a break of 241. Isn't that where that's set? Yeah, that 241 level. Why? Because that would give me extra confidence. That will give me extra confidence that says to me, okay, the buyers have control of this high volume node now, and it's an extra level of protection for me from the downside. Right now, you have to treat this as a resistance zone. The last time you fell here, the sellers won out and started pushing that ball down the hill. It's an uphill battle now for XRP, and I know it's only a 1% move. I get that it's only a 1% move, but I want to see this high volume node get reclaimed. From that point, you get above this high volume node here for XRP and you flip it into support. That shows me that there's massive buy pressure at this high volume node, and the bulls will have retaken control, and you can continue to assume that that daily bearish or bullish divergence here will play out in the long term, right? As this is a daily chart, it is going to take, you could potentially take 2 weeks to play out, but this daily divergence will look very, very beautiful above this high volume node here on the daily for XRP, baby. Shout out to everybody that are just joining us here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for hopping on in the chat. Let's hop on over here to Bitcoin. See what is going on. We got Sin Nasty Kid's call right here. He called this out the other day. April 2nd, baby. That's when your altcoins are going to go absolutely parabolic, but we will see if that comes to fruition. We got it marked in our calendar. Sin Nasty Kid, shout out to you, brother. We had this daily candle opening just 3 hours ago. We are trading underneath the daily 200 SMA with the death cross in my eyes, right? In traditional markets, it's the 50 moving average crossing above or below the 100 moving average. For me, I like the 21 crossing the 200 moving average. That's what I consider a cross, a death cross or a golden cross in crypto. And right now we're getting that death cross here to the downside, That's not what I like to see. So there is hope for Bitcoin here. Why? It's the same story, different chart, right? Everything's following Bitcoin here with this daily divergence on the daily that is bullish divergence on the daily that is yet to play out here. You have a swing down in price action while you have a swing up on the RSI, creating a higher low on the RSI right here, suggesting that you're going to break above this $95,000 level before you break $76,000. And if you think about it, we're literally right in the midpoint here. We're sitting on a high volume node that has been developing over the past few days. As we've been trading in this zone, we've been getting a substantial amount of volume. These nodes are unlikely to grow over the weekend. Why? Because we have so much liquidity in the market and the institutions aren't here to buy or sell their Bitcoin. It's Saturday. All traditional markets are closed, right? When is the volume going to pick back up? It is likely to pick back up Sunday, tomorrow night, Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon when the Asian markets start to open. So what am I looking at here for Bitcoin? I want to see a daily candle. I don't care if it's the weekend. I don't care if it's the week. I want to start seeing daily candle closes here above that 200 SMA. It is so critical to me. Anytime we are below the 200 SMA, it gives me a bearish bias. I have to be bearish bias. As we zoom on out, we can see that every time we're below the 200 MA, we have some bearish price action. We have some bearish consolidation. And this is the number one indicator when determining whether you're in a bull market or a bear market. You break below the 200 SMA, you're bear market. Above the 200 SMA, your bull market. Below the 200 SMA, you chopped below, got back above, you can resume the bull market. You fell below the 200 MA, I would have been worried out here. But even if, look, if you even get out, if you get out of your positions at the 200 MA, the 200 MA moves so slowly. If you would have gotten in here, you know, gotten out here, gotten out there, you could have been averaging in and averaging out at the same point just based off of the 200 SMA. And yes, you would have paid some fees. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You would have definitely paid some fees. But at the end of the day, when you do get a substantial break to the upside, you're going to be so happy that you listened to that 200 MA because you don't want to be in long positions when you start the bear market, baby, especially low leverage longs. Those could come to you very, very, very quickly in the bear market because of the amount of margin that you're likely using on those 2 to 3x leverage plays, a lot of which people didn't think would be getting hit on their altcoins. And lo and behold, altcoins are down 60, 70, 80, 90% in some cases. So that's what we're looking at, everybody. On the daily, we need to get this daily candle close above the 200 SMA to start squeezing back to the upside and play out this bullish divergence that we're seeing here in the near term. That's what I'll be looking at today. I like the way this candle is starting. This is just opened less than 3 hours ago and we're already forming a bullish engulfing candle. I would love to see a squeeze to the upside here. Let's dive on into the chat. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Michaela. Yeah, long day, Michaela. Long day. We're in it. Render for Wanda. Yes, render. Absolutely. We'll dive on into render. Galalong. What do I think? Yeah, man. We'll dive on into it. Let's hop into render. Man, I've been having this bad habit of starting to drink water with the cap on. I don't know why I'm doing that. I look absolutely crazy when I'm doing it in public. Woo! All right, everybody, let's dive on in render, baby. Render. Here we go for render. We have that same daily bullish divergence that we've been calling out here on render for the past few days / weeks. We've been looking at render for a hot minute here, and we were speculating on, you know, bearish targets to the upside if we are to put in a lower high. That's what this circle represents. But let's clear this up and see what we are looking at here for render. We have that daily bearish divergence. I'm going to draw this on every single chart because every single chart is screaming this right now. For render, you have that swing up, creating higher lows on your RSI while you're creating lower lows on price action here. That looks really good for me for render here in the near term. And this represents a couple of weeks of price action looking really good. You could use this VRVP right here since you've been trading in this range with this wick. And these are pretty valid as the price has swung back and forth in this range. You can see where a lot of people have started buying and selling here on the VRVP. And you're looking to gap up right here as you have this gap in the VRVP. You could get this gap up here to about 375. I think that's very likely. And these altcoins that have been massively beaten down, that'd be a 13% move for render. These altcoins that have been massively beaten down, everybody, are going to absolutely skyrocket once the market turns around. It'll be mind-boggling. It'll be up 100%. People won't start getting back into render till that $6, $7 region. I promise you that, right? People are not going to start, oh, wow, look at render. I think render could go to $30, $40. I think it could go really high this bull market. You know, when they're going to be getting into render up here, $6, $7, the $6, $6-7 level. They're not going to be looking for reversal trades right here, and that would be a 2x premium they're going to pay for render comparatively to when we started averaging into render, baby. When we were on Total 3, we were looking at the altcoins. We gave the box of remembrance. We know where we averaged into altcoins. We're not going to be averaging in up at $6-7 for render. We are already positioned for these juicy gains off of the daily bullish divergence for render. Looking to come back up to that $4.80 region before breaking down below 250. Can you believe that? Render to $2.50. Could have gotten render, averaging the render at $2.50. Wow, what a steal for a powerful asset in the game in the AI space. I think render is going to do some immaculate damage. Speculatively, I think the AI plays are going to come and hit this market like a truck. Virtuals is going to come back, AI XBT, render, near, a lot of the AI plays, a lot of the real world asset tokens, Ondo, Chainlink, things of that nature are going to monumentally blow people's faces off. And I think this is some of the best prices, again, not financial advice, but some of the best prices that you can accumulate an asset like render. That's what I'm looking at for render. Same deal, different chart, right? Different asset, same price action, same charting on a different asset right here for Bitcoin, for render comparatively to Bitcoin, right? We had that swing down in price action, swing up. I'm looking for this daily bullish divergence to squeeze up here to that $4.82 region, and even that is a monumental 45% gain for render. I think is likely, and I think it's going to happen. That's what I'm tracking for render here, baby. For render, diving on in for PMG. Corey, what's going on, man? I'm glad that you're here. I appreciate you spending your time with us on this Saturday night. All right, let's dive on into Gala, baby. Gala. All right, Gala, same deal. Here we go. Zooming on in here. Same deal, everybody. Same story, different chart. I like Gala. I like what this is looking like. This does not have as strong of a bullish divergence as you're swinging over. You do have a slight swing up. It's not as strong as the other, some of the other assets that we've looked at, but that is bullish divergence suggesting, and you do have a little bit of a steeper rise here. You're suggesting that you're going to break this high at about 25.38 before you break 14.14, not including the decimals, right? Not including the decimals. It looks like there could be a squeeze here for render or for Gala. Oh, I like that a lot. It looks like just like every other chart. Here was the strategic reserve announcement. Here were the tariffs. And then we've just been consolidating ever since then. Altcoins found their bottom back here when Bitcoin bottomed up at 76,000, and then reversed. All of these coins are looking exactly like Bitcoin because they trade in the top 100. The top 100 look exactly like Bitcoin because they are paired. So they move price action wise so comparatively to Bitcoin. It is absolutely crazy. Of course, you have onesie twosies, but in general, if Bitcoin's up on the day, which it is, do we not have a green everywhere here? Bitcoin up on the hour, we have green almost everywhere on the day, green everywhere. Bitcoin up on the week, we had that top bottom out last week, I believe, at 76, so Bitcoin is up since then over the past 7 days. Is not the majority of the 1 to 100 on crypto bubbles looking green? That's the reason, because they all follow Bitcoin, baby. They all follow Bitcoin. Gala looking good. I'm looking for a move for Gala up here. You do have some nice gaps in the VRVP here that I would love to see Gala fill for that squeeze up to the upside. You get above this high volume node, it's going to be a quick trip. It's going to be a quick trip from that 1989 to about that 22-cent level. There's no volume in here, man. There's absolutely no volume in here. You guys know what we say on this channel. These VRVPs, baby, it's like a ball rolling down the hill. It's like a lady, if she had a thigh gap, she stands up on her hands and she looks like a field goal post you could kick a truck through, baby. Those are the signals that you want to be looking at when it comes to squeezes here. You want to look for these areas of low volume, because just as the bears took advantage of it on the way down to the downside when all those stop losses and liquidity hunts were going on, bulls can take advantage of that with those same stop losses on the short side. It's very important to keep that in mind. And on the weekend, even though we've had a lot of dumps on the weekend over the past couple weeks, there's going to be a weekend, I'm calling this right now, there's going to be a weekend where we get a 20 to 30% pump in altcoins, and it is going to be mind-blowing, and nobody's going to know how it happened. What? How did that even happen? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I remember last alt season, there were some weekends where Ethereum would pump 25%, and you'd be like, whoa, what happened on low liquidity days? These are the kind of scenarios that were set up for Ethereum during that time when you had massive gaps in the VRVP, and all the altcoins are gonna follow Ethereum. It's the number one altcoin. That's the way how altcoin season starts, when Ethereum starts rebounding. And Ethereum, baby, looking pretty strong. Solana looking strong here. Solana, this is why I opened up this long here on Solana. Let's move over to Sol really quick. Over to our trades. Not looking good on Barra, not gonna lie. The other two doing okay. We are down about $98 on the day. Hey, shout out to everybody who's been following me over on X. We've doubled this account almost. I can't say we doubled it yet. Because it's true, we have not. We've doubled this account from about $5,000 all the way up to about $9,400 where we currently sit. What else did we do? We did another trade here the other day, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We've been short in Bitcoin, long in Bitcoin, ETH. Here's our position history, baby. As we go on through, we got green. We have losses, everybody. We do. It's the reality. You're not going to hit everything as a trader. It is what it is. But we have just been absolutely banging on this market to the upside. The virtuals trade, the reversal up. Yeah, that was a massive 157% trade for our account. The biggest trade on the account so far. Second biggest, I think, was Ethereum. Ethereum up 83%. Those are two massive trades that took this account from nothing into something. It was absolutely crazy to see those moves in real time, and we've just been banging on the market left and right here. So shout out to each and every one of you that have been following me on X at BoyceCrypto102. Give me a follow, and I put all my trades out there for free for everybody to see. Not financial advice, it's just what I'm doing. You guys can do whatever you want with your money, but it's just what I am doing. Shout out to everybody who just diving on in with us here on this Saturday night. Shout out to you guys, everybody else out there doing the whip nay, and we are here getting ready for the week ahead in crypto. Drop your altcoins in the chat, drop your questions, drop anything you guys would like to talk about. We're going to dive into it tonight. And thank you for being here. Let's get this uvula a little moistened. Oh my gosh, cracked uvula. BMG Corey, that's what I'm seeing for Gala, man. Thank you for putting that in the chat. A long's not a bad idea here, especially if you're looking at a drop below that you're using your stop loss with the stop below this wick. I think that's a pretty safe play. You're betting on daily bullish divergence. Every time I've looked at daily bullish divergence in the face and said, yeah, we're going low, I've gotten wrecked. I've learned that about myself. I've learned that about trading, that daily bullish divergence is nothing to gawk at. You could get massive squeezes to the upside, as we've seen. We even saw that on Orca the other day, a massive 100% pump in a day to the upside. I think it was 100%, was not. Orca, baby. We're looking at this Orca. O-R-K-A. Orca. Who put that in the chat? The one with the whale. I can't remember. But we did look at that, and it had a massive 100% move to the upside. Yeah, the favorite day is the whip nay. Yeah, baby, yeah. Solana looks good. Reviews. That's what I'm looking at. Josh, what's going on, man? Thank you for jumping on in. Ethereum for Wanda. Absolutely. Let's dive on into Ethereum. Solana. The Solana trade is based off of Solana breaking out to the upside here with 1 hour stochastics violently pointing in the upward direction, getting above that 200 MA. Looking very good. Moving average is very tight. I love what I'm seeing for Solana here. The other time frames concur. The 2 hour reset, ready to go, violently pointing in the upward direction, ready to crack that 2 hour SMA, the 2 hour 200 SMA, the 1 hour and 2 hours sitting here looking very good. The 3 hours gapped above. Once we crack that 1 hour and 2 hour, we're coming for the 3 hour. Breaks us out of this pattern. The 3 hour stochastics even bending back further to the upside. It looks good. Solana looks juicy to me, baby. Solana to the upside. We're going to be taking profits up here at about 160. That's what I'm looking for the full target. We'll be taking some profits up here at these local highs right here, probably about 25% there. Stop to break even, and boom, baby, Solana to the upside. Let's dive on into Ethereum. ETH, baby. ETH on perpetuals on Binance, baby. Let's dive on in. Ethereum, this is the trade we put out on Ethereum. Currently in the money, baby. Currently in the money. Same chart, different deal. We have the swing down in price action, right? The bullish divergence that we've been forming on the daily. And this is why I say we don't mess around with daily bullish divergence. This is massive. Why did we take this trade on Ethereum? Well, we're trading above the high volume node right here that we formed over the past week or so. Looks very, very good. The stochastics are rounding to the upside, going to get pinned in overbought region. Oftentimes when things do curve back up to the upside in the overbought, you can get that pinning of the stochastics, which is something you really like to see. The RSI is sitting below the fair value, which is something else I really, really love here for Ethereum. You have that swing down in price action, bullish divergence on the daily, saying that you're going to come back up here and crack 25.50. And you know what? I'll bet this move will catch the majority of people with their pants down, as everybody and their mom is bearish on Ethereum. This will be a monumental player this bull market. Mark my words. Mark the Boyce Crypto words, baby. baby, the Ethereum will be a massive player. And when the squeeze starts for Ethereum, the squeeze will start for altcoins. You have massive lack of volume here in the VRVP. Let's zoom on out here. You have massive lack of volume here in the VRVP. You're coming down that high volume node, catching support. This is the biggest one on the chart. This is the biggest node on the chart. And you're looking to gap up here. This is very, very substantial. I love this gap in the VRVP. This area served as key critical support, and look at it, perfectly served as support. I love it. And you could also look at this as a support resistance flip. Look where we came down to perfectly with this line, with where the bullish divergence would no longer play out to the downside. We wicked down perfectly to support. This area did serve as resistance, support. We fell through. It was a disaster. We fell under. Resistance came above. We were resistance, support. My bad, I had those flip. Resistance, support. This is a key area at about 1750 for Ethereum, going back all the way here to 20. This was 2021. You even served this. Look at that perfectly. Support in 2021. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, look at this support. I can't get over that. This is Ethereum looking very, very strong to bounce off an area historically where it has for the past 12 to 13 times that we looked at in the charts. This looks like a massive squeeze opportunity to the upside, and anyone who shorted down here got absolutely bent over the barrel and shown the 50 states. Shout out to Horrible Bosses, one of the hottest movies in the game. This is an immaculate squeeze opportunity for Ethereum. If Ethereum falls through this level, it's over. That's why this trend, to me, in my mind, it's over. You will fall beneath a key support resistance area, and you have to treat this area as resistance. And to get back above that for Ethereum after this massive downtrend, I just don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. We were speculating, you know, coming down further to that bigger high volume node, and of course it looks like you're going to get some support there, but Ethereum's got to make a reversal here if the altcoin bull run is to continue, if it's even the start here in 2025. That's what I'm looking at for Ethereum, a squeeze to the upside, and this to me was the low for Ethereum. Could we come lower? Of course. Yeah, this is trading. Anything could happen. But to me, I love where Ethereum's sitting right now. I can't get over the fact that we're looking at a $2,000 Ethereum. Who would have thought that when Ethereum was just trading at $4,000, what, 3 months ago in December? This was $4,100 on December 16th. Yeah, 3 months ago, 90 days, and it cut 50% of its value. To me, this is one of the hottest discounts in crypto. We just bought some Ethereum on spot the other day as well in that box of remembrance. For anybody who doesn't know what the box of remembrance is, we put this out in front of the world, baby, on Total 3. This is the box of remembrance. We're Boys Crypto and the Boys Crypto community. We're averaging in the altcoins. We are outside of our box of remembrance, and we are going to look back on this box of remembrance. We're going to remember the box of remembrance. We're going to remember back here the box of remembrance when we're all the way up at about $3 to $4 trillion. This is the potential of this alt season. I think we can get the 2.5 at least, maybe even squeeze up to 3. That is an average of a 4x for your average altcoin. I think that is going to be a massive runner, and this is going to be so cool because we're going to be up here on the charts, and it's going to be zoomed in like this, and there's going to be bars and charts and all, you know, all over here, and we're going to be analyzing patterns up here. And you know what's going to be cool? When we zoom out like this, we're going to be like, hey, you guys remember back, you know, 6 months ago when we were getting in our box of remembrance? That's right here for you guys to look at. That's the Boys Crypto community, baby, and what the early supporters of the Boys community are getting here. Got in at the hottest time in the game. To me, this is the bottom for altcoins, and I'm calling it here. I did give us a little space. Why did I give us a little space in this box? Because we have a little further down to go to the 786. We are in the gold. We did get in the golden pocket here. I think we're about to get out of it. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. I wanted some space down to the 786. We almost got there from this reaction right here. You could also pull from down here if you're being a little more conservative. But, you know, to me, I like this reaction right here, that last little dip before the run up. To me, that looks very, very good for Total 3. We're bouncing off the golden pocket, getting above. I think this is the reversal area for alts. I have the charts to back me up here. It looks very, very good. And I'm not going to stare. I'm not going to stare our daily bullish divergence in the face and say, yep, we're going lower. I'm not going to do it. If that daily bullish divergence gets defied, that's going to be extremely bearish. So that's what I'm looking at for the altcoins and Total 3 right here. Let's hop on into the chat. Thank you for everybody diving on in. Flory Katrina, thank you. Flory Katarina, if I said that right. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for jumping on in. Josh, what's going on? Solana is pretty cheap at the moment. Yeah, reviews. I totally agree with you, man. That's why we're in a long right here. Barra, come on, baby. Get up there. Get up there. But yeah, we're in a long here on Solana. Opened up just prior to the stream and booming to the upside, baby. Looking very, very good off of that retest of the 15-minute 200 MA. Looks very good. Let's pull up Solana here. Solana, baby. Sol on perpetuals. Did we just look at this? We might have. I'm having a little bit of short-term memory loss. Listen, guys, I had a crazy day today. I had a crazy day. I woke up. The computer didn't work. It was absolutely crazy. There was a mariachi band playing outside my house at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is about midway through my sleep. I woke up. I said, what in the world's going on? I looked out my window and I was like, what? How is there a mariachi band? Oh, I'm in America. Why are there mariachi bands walking down the streets in the United States and Texas? That makes no sense to me. But, you know, hey, shout out to them playing their music. But, man, it was right in the middle of the sleep time, baby. So then the computer didn't work. I had to go to Best Buy, you drop some money there at the Best Buy. You know how they try to get you to sign up for that credit card and everything, too? I spent like 15 minutes trying to convince them, hey, I don't want a credit card, buddy. I'm sorry, I don't. I just want to get my stuff and go. But, man, it's been crazy. I had to set up OBS. I had to get all my streaming stuff back set up. I had to get my microphone, my lights, and everything. I had to get everything set away. I had to pick up the Hanson shirt, make the thumbnail, and I had to smile nice for it like this. And oh, it's crazy. It was crazy, and I did that in a couple hours. I am blown away. So here we are for Solana. Here we are for Solana. Here we are for Solana. That's my cat. I'm sorry. He is pretty wild. Here we are for Solana. The daily bullish divergence for Solana. Swing down on price action while we have that swing up in the RSI. The stochastics curving back here on the daily to the upside, suggesting that you're going to break $180 before you come down here and break that 111 region. I like that area for Solana. Solana needs a bounce here, baby. If Solana doesn't bounce, look at this. This looks atrocious. These are the kind of gaps that you're seeing on a lot of the coins that had those hot run-ups. HBAR, XRP, some of those things. And the risk for Solana right now is very comparable, in my opinion. Just because, and the only reason I say, I'm not saying it because of fundamentals or anything of that nature. I'm saying that because of this massive gap in the VRVP. There is no, according to the VRVP, there is no support here. There's no buy orders. There weren't orders that were being executed here. This squeeze up to the upside was full of shorts that have formed from back here, you know, in 2021. You know, I just can't get behind. People will be, oh, what about the fibs and everything? I get that, but there's nothing here. There's no buy orders or anything. It's absolutely crazy. So I just can't get behind that. And the risk of falling to the downside here is catastrophically massive compared to a lot of the other coins in the game. With that being said, you're bouncing off of an area that has served as critical support for you for literally years. This is back support, or about a year now. You had support. Look at all that time support. That's the 6th time this support has held. It is clear that there is a very, very heavy buy wall in this region, supported by this last little bit of high volume nodeness here in the VRVP. But baby, this is dangerous. If Solana fails here, I see Solana coming back down. You have to acknowledge where the high volume nodes are, and those were looking down where what? It was like 100. Let's get this updated. Yeah, $100 for Solana, and then below that, you're looking to come back to that $30 region. It could happen. A lot of the altcoins have fallen by 50 to 60, 70, 80% already. This can happen. The hopium in the space right now is absolutely crazy. People are not acknowledging that there is downside risk, and Solana is one of those ones that I see as having a little more downside risk. With that being said, this could be one of the best opportunities to get into this asset, as proven by every single time that we've touched this line here for Solana. I'm long on Solana based off of this daily bullish divergence with a stop below. If we break this low at 111, I see lower prices coming for Solana. That's why I'm in a long here. I think we can get this daily bullish divergence to play out, and I promise you, if we get back up to that, this daily bullish divergence plays out and we're back up at 180, we can look back here and be like, we got in at 120, 130, baby. 120, 130. This is how these reversals work. Whenever you get a daily bullish divergence, a high time frame bullish divergence, you often get that squeeze to the upside, and it is hot and juicy when it happens. I really love that. All right, diving on in. Yes, Solana. What stop loss did I use for Ethereum? I'll show you, man. Ethereum. Let's click on this over here. ETH. Stop loss. Zooming out. I used 17. I think it was 1750. Let's see. Zooming on out. 1748 is my stop loss for Ethereum. This is a little greater than 2 to 1. It's like 2.25 to 1 off the daily bullish divergence for Ethereum. I'm using that wick, just below that wick. And yeah, they could come and stop hunt me. Anything could happen, but I'm seeing that as the bottom for Ethereum, man. 1748 for Ethereum. That is my stop loss target. 25.71, just underneath that bullish divergence playing out. And you would take the liquidity from this high. It looks good to me, man. It looks good to me. That's my stop loss for Ethereum. Thanks for the question. All right. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance here. BTC.D. This is the percent of Bitcoin, of money that is in Bitcoin currently at the current state in the market. We have a massive bearish divergence that is forming here. We're just going to hit this really quickly because we hit this every day on the stream. We have a bearish divergence here on the daily that is not played out yet. You have a swing across in price action. Whoa. Let's zoom on into the daily. So you have this bearish divergence on the daily. You have a swing up in price action. Well, you have a swing down on your RSI indicator. Looking good, baby. Looking good for this low to break before this high. That high is way up there at that wick. I like this bearish divergence. I think it's going to play out. If that's not enough for you, we could go to the weekly. We go to the weekly. We have the bearish divergence here on the weekly. We have this. Let's clear this up. So we have bearish divergence on the daily. Bearish divergence on the weekly, baby. Bearish divergence on the weekly right here as it stands, as it currently stands. Bearish divergence on the weekly. We can break that convergent line. It can happen. We have bearish divergence on the weekly. Zooming on out here. We have an inverted cup and handle that is screaming at us in the face. These cup and handles, we trade to the upside 99.99999% of the time, do we not? These cup and handles break to the downside 66% of the time. And we trade these all the time because they give great risk-reward ratio setups. This inverted cup and handle can lead to the biggest alt season that we've ever seen in history, right? And not everything's going to be a winner, but this says that Bitcoin dominance can come to an all-time low. I think it can happen. Yes, what else do I have to back this up? So we have that bearish divergence on the daily, that bearish divergence on the weekly. We have the inverted cup and handle. And why do I say now's the reversal point? Well, from the swing high to the swing low, you're coming up to the bearish 618786 golden pocket retracement, baby. What else do you want? What else do you want? This is to me a perfect setup. I've never had a chart where all these macro time frames have overlapped and said yes, this is the reversal time. To me, this is if this was a play where I would be leveraging on, this would be my highest conviction play based off of everything I've just mentioned to you guys. This inverted cup and handle with a 618786 golden pocket to the bear downside, right? Out of this inverted cup and handle, even a rising wedge right there. It's looking good. It's looking good to me for a Bitcoin dominance reversal. You have daily bearish divergence and weekly bearish divergence. If anybody takes along with those indicators screaming in your face, it's each their own. I'll never tell anybody what to do with their money, but in my mind, I'd be like, you're crazy, baby. You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. And that's regardless of everything that's said on Twitter, on X, or everything. It is not going to be an alt season, whatever. The charts are saying there's going to be one, and this is about where it starts. That's what the charts are saying. I'm not listening. I'm not talking about fundamentals. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about the charts, baby. The charts. Show me the charts. I'll show you the news. And it looks like we're about to get some kind of news that sparks the altcoin season, baby. That sparks the altcoin season. What kind of news would that look like? Well, that would be quantitative easing. It would be massive quantitative easing, something of that nature. The war stop in Ukraine. People start speculating again. Boom, baby, to the down. Oh, you know what else? This is something else that we've been talking about. That giant gap in the VRVP. We start toppling here. We break this low and that weekly bearish divergence plays out and we break that high volume node here at about 55%, we're dropping, baby. We'll drop so fast, it'll light people up. It'll be crazy. And look at the last alt season. Did it not happen very, very quickly? You could have gone on a 3-month little tour on, vacation, or I don't even know who takes 3 months vacation. But baby, this only lasted about 120 days. This lasted 133 days for that 46% drop in altcoins. I think it'll happen again, and I think it'll look just like that, baby. I think it'll look just like that, or even like this. I think that this is what we're looking at. This, to me, you're gonna come up. It's gonna be a 2-month alt season right there. 50% dominance drop. Oh, it could happen, and it could happen fast. And I think once it starts picking up, the ball starts rolling, it's going to be impossible to stop. You're going to see these days where you're 20% up in your altcoin, and then the next day you're 20% on top of that, and then 35% on top of that. That's how this alt season will start, and not everything's going to be a winner. We have way more coins now than we did back in 2017 and 2021. There's millions of coins compared to the only 10,000 that we had back during those times. So it is very, very important to notice, to keep that in mind. That's where there's going to be winners and there's going to be losers in the space, for sure. You guys know I'm a big real world asset guy. I'm a big real world asset, smart contracts, anything bringing assets on chain. anything like that, United States made coins, anything that could be potentially tax free. I think those are going to be the biggest winners in the space, baby. All right, diving on in. Thank you for your comments, everybody. I appreciate that. Reviews, Josh. Thanks for jumping in. Cashcock, what's up, man? I appreciate you. That's the Ethereum. That's the Ethereum stop loss. Not financial advice, man, but that's what I'm looking at on the bubbles, baby. Let's go on over the biggest winner and loser of the day. We got CRV Dow. Let's dive on into it. CRV Dow. All right, so CRV Dow getting a little bit of a pumperoonie right here on the daily in the last 24 hours. This candle did close very, very beautifully for CRV Dow. See, this is what I'm speculating on happening for the majority of the altcoins. Once you start getting this bullish divergence on the daily, it happens. It's for every single coin right here. It's for virtually every single coin in the top 100 at least. Right, that I'm seeing. You have that swing up in the RSI, well, you have a swing down on price action, and you start getting that bullish divergence. You're going to start seeing candles like this on a lot of assets. That's just my humble opinion. But yeah, that bullish divergence pushing up, you get above that daily 200 SMA. Everybody knows you're on this channel. What I turn into when we get above a daily 200 SMA, baby, bullish, but boom, to the upside. Speaking of things that have massively ripped above the 200 SMA, anybody tracking bounce token? We've been looking at that. We looked at that, and we're working on some consolidation. Yeah, there we go, everybody. This is why I said not to chase any green candles. This is it. I said, I think we said this yesterday. We did yesterday on stream. We said, hey, be careful. We were up here. We had like some kind of shooting star pattern. We were speculating on this going a shooting star and then having a massive retrace. And look at that. Anybody who would have chased this long, destroyed. Anything, even if you were on 2x leverage, liquidated, destroyed. Got in there, you're down 60% of your investment. That is a massive, massive sell-off for bounce token. It was bound to happen, and this is why we wait for consolidation before we start going after any kind of continuation pattern, right? We don't want to just get in blindly on green candles, assuming that we're going to get green candles the next day. You could have gone to sleep last night and you wake up 50% in the low. That would be awful. So now you got to start pulling your fib from swing low to swing high. I would take it from this low right here, the macro. And now you're coming down to what looks like this could be a very, very good area to get in the bounce token if you are going to get a reversal to the upside. That's 786 at around that $20 level. Yes, it can happen. Look at this move. This move for bounce was monumental. In just a couple weeks, you were up 475%. This is the risk of chasing green candles to the upside. Let this be a lesson to us all. A lesson that I know a lot of us have learned the hard way, to not chase these green candles and to wait for some kind of consolidation before getting into a play. Even if you were in this and you were holding it for the long term, it wouldn't have mattered over the last, if you held it from March 16th, you haven't made any gains right now, any gains unless you realize them. So it's very important, you know, to have a plan getting out while the price is absolutely ripping. And we talked about this, you know, back here, we're looking at examples. Look at this. When the cookie crumbles, it crumbles, baby, and it crumbles hard. So just something to look at. It's a lesson to us all not to chase these massive green candles. Let that be a lesson to each and every one of us on the boys crypto, in the boys crypto community, that we cannot chase. And this is why. And it doesn't just happen now. It always, 99.999% of the time, it happens. So it's very, very important to keep that on your radar whenever you see something just going absolutely parabolically vertical. Have an exit strategy. Have a massive exit strategy when you're going on. Whenever you're going on trading, this is why we talk about moving our stop to break even once we get that movement in the direction that we want. We have our stop set so that we have shields, right? We have shields to the downside that can reverse price action in the opposite way. But when you get that movement in the direction that you want and you crack above the next 200 MA, that's your time to move your stop to break even, and that would protect you. That would have protected you from any of this up here. You start cracking 200 MAs, you break the 200 MA on the 1, the 5, the 15, that's when I would be like, all right, that's it for bounce. That's it for bounce, baby. That would have been my get out point. So that's what I'm looking at for bounce token for auction, baby, for auction. Let's dive on over here into the biggest loser of the day, DEXE. Let's dive on into it. Hey, shout out to each and every single one of you guys for being here with me on your Saturday night. I know a lot of people, a lot of friends are going out there and partying and stuff like that, but this is where the truly successful people are, diving on into it. I'm not saying you can do this all the time. Of course, there's time to just relax and enjoy yourself, but hey, listen, this gives you a key advantage against other people in the community that are out doing what they shouldn't, I don't want to say shouldn't be doing, but doing things that kind of like harm their health and everything, going out drinking, partying, smoking, whatever they do. This is a great area for you to get your mind mind right and just prepare yourself for the week ahead and ignore that nonsense. And when you come out on top, when you come out with some more money on the other end, it feels very, very good. I promise you guys. I promise you guys. Okay, so DEXE, you're consolidating right now. I would like another touch point of this upper trend line. That's what I would be looking for. This is a key downward sloping support line right now for DEXE. You also have support here and you have support down here. You are gapping beneath a high volume node. That is not what you'd like to see, especially as this candle just opened a few hours ago, 3 hours ago, and you're already down on the day about 5%. That's not looking good. You need a bounce and you need it fast. You need it here. So that's what I'll be looking at for DEXE, looking to gap down in the high volume nodes. I don't know what's been going on with this project, but look at this. We talk about this too all the time. Whenever you see some massive green candles to the upside, you gotta be weary of retracements. You gotta be weary of retracements. These aren't coins that we've been in. These are just speculative ideas, everybody, not financial advice, of course. But that's what I'll be looking at for DEXE. I just keep it on the radar, and yeah, just be very careful whenever you're getting into something like this that has had a massive 1, 2, 3 candles to the upside. I would have liked, so you could get the 3 white soldiers, but the 3 white soldiers have to be about equal in size. When you get the lack of momentum on the daily, that's not where you want to be. So from swing low to swing high here, if you're looking for a 618, 786, you're down in the golden pocket right now. You are in the golden pocket. Let's clear some of this up, man. I hate nasty looking charts, don't you guys? Don't you guys? All right, here we go. Fibonacci retracement from swing low to swing high, baby. That 786 coming in around that 15,831 level. That looks like a really, really good area for a speculative bounce. The 786, baby. The 786, a known area for assets to retrace. And in the event that we had Bitcoin retrace to the 786, that would still bring Bitcoin down between $60,000 and $70,000, or $63,000 to $73,000. That is a scenario that is on the table for us, everybody. So we just have to be wary of that. We just have to be wary of that. All right, that's what I'm looking at, guys. That's what I'm looking at for DEXE. On the week ahead, we do have a big week ahead. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to me, nothing burgers. Absolutely nothing burgers. Tuesday, this is a number that you want to see come in a little better than we've had. Yeah, consumer confidence has been dropping off a cliff, right? As you guys can see on social media, everybody's scared. The stock market kind of pulling back. Not looking good, especially in like the Tesla sectors. That story's been absolutely crazy. But yeah, so when we looked at this will likely be a market mover. All the market movers we've seen in the past 2 weeks have been what? Pump and dumps or dumps and pumps. Very, very, very difficult to trade those events. I highly recommend staying away from those unless you're doing like in and out real quick. It's honestly gambling to me, and that's not what we're doing here. We're looking for high quality setups. Thursday and Friday are the big days for me. You got initial jobless claims, you have the GDP revised, you have pending home sales. This is a lot of data coming in on Thursday morning that I think is going to absolutely rock the market come 9:30. Friday, we're going to be able to see what the average consumer is bringing in and the average consumer is spending. It gives us a great insight on whether people are holding on to cash, stockpiling capital, or, you know, going out and spending money while they have it. That's what we're looking for here for Friday. That will also be a very, very it'll be a market mover. It will definitely be a market mover. So very important that we pay attention to that. And then coming down on into the week above that, we're looking at the employment reports on that next Friday on April 4th. But we'll get there when we get there after next week. But that's what I'm looking at going into the upcoming week. Can be very, very, very critical, everybody. Very critical to keep those news events on your radar. Let's see on CoinMarketCap. This is a great site to go to. If you guys don't know what you want to get into, if you don't know what you want to invest in, there's all sorts of categories that you could go in here, and you can look at the fear and greed. Currently sitting at 27. That's okay. Altcoin season, they had this new indicator here. It shows whether you were in Bitcoin or altcoin season based off of technical indicators and sentiment. So currently we're in Bitcoin season right now. Obviously Bitcoin dominance screaming to the upside, but that's what we're looking at here on CoinMarketCap. Looks very good. Looks very good. It's a very great place to look at the overall market view. I like looking at bubbles because unlike CoinMarketCap, you have to scroll through and get the percentages of everything individually, whereas this really stimulates me visually, and I'm a very visually stimulated man. I know a lot of you guys can relate, but this shows me everything in a glance. That's how I know DEX is the biggest loser in the top 100, and how I know CRV is the biggest winner, and Python not far behind it. An awesome project too. I think Python's going to do some numbers this season as well. But yes, it gives me a visual stimulus, like, oh, where I could peak my interest vice little small bubbles like this that have hardly moved on the day, 0.1%, right? So that's what I'm looking at for bubbles versus coin market cap, everybody. If anybody got some altcoins in, drop them in the chat, Man, we are getting absolutely smacked on Barra here. Come on, Barra, get up here, baby, get up here. We show wins and losses on this stream. Why? It's important to understand that everybody does have loss. Everybody has losses in trading. It's all about great risk management. Risk management is the key to being a great trader. It is the key to being a great trader, and understanding how to handle loss, which has been a problem for me in the past. I've had a tough time. I can make all sorts of money in trading and then have 2 losses back to back, and it mentally punished me. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. This is crazy. I'll be like in the corner. I'll be like, whoa, the charts are absolutely scary today. I don't know what's going on. I can't do it. Oh, what if I get in the next trade and it starts breaking down? That's the mindset you want to avoid. You have to learn to accept your losses, wipe your slate clean, and go at it again on good risk-reward trades. There are risk-reward trade setups where you only need to win 2 out of 8 or 2 out of 10 trades for you to be a monumentally profitable trader. You can have a negative win rate and still be a monumentally profitable trader if you do have that kind of risk appetite. So it's important to look at that, and that's why I like to show the losses here on the live. It's so important because, like, even though we're down on this trade, you know, I'm keeping it active right now, and I'm going to be monitoring this throughout the night. If we do lose this 15-minute 200 MA, I'm going to cut the trade off. But this is you know, it's just the reality of trading, everybody. You do have losses. We have 2 trades in the green right now that are looking to push to the upside, but we do have losses. Currently down $132 on the day. It is what it is. It's also the weekend, a higher risk time to trade, right? These trades have been held since before the weekend, but it is also very, very important to know that losses do happen in trading. So don't get yourself down. Use a demo account if you've never traded before on Blowfin. My link's below in the description if you guys want to check that out. On Weeks has an awesome demo account as well, and they give you like $50,000 simulated US dollars for you to use if you guys don't want to use your own capital and you just want to dabble and leverage, because you make money on there, right? You make money on your simulated account. It's going to give you the confidence for you to push forward and to attempt this market. When you start losing money, that's a great learning opportunity that where you will have not lost your own capital to be able to experience the market and the emotions that come along with it. And if you lose, you know, 1,000 or 50 grand, you know, that they give you on there, then you're like, oh man, like, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you financially, but it's going to give you an understanding of like, wow, leverage trading is difficult. It's dangerous, right? If you don't know what you're doing. So that risk management is super key for everyone, I highly recommend to use good risk management on your trades, not to go all in on any of these trades or setups. This is just what I'm doing. That's why I say it's not financial advice, right? I'm responsible for my portfolio and my portfolio alone. I just want you guys to see what I'm doing so that you guys could get the ideas in your mind, so that it stimulates you to be able to go out and make good setups on your own, right? And even if you want to follow along with me, utilizing good risk management is key to being successful. That's what I have. Hey guys, everybody, thank you for being here with me tonight. It's the weekend, baby. We do some shorter streams on the weekend. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for diving on in and sticking with me. We're gonna get this setup kind of all figured out here. I gotta tweak some settings in OBS and all that kind of stuff. Monitor me, watch me and join me on X at Boys Crypto 102. I'm super stoked to see you guys in there. Thank you for joining me here tonight on the Boys Crypto Show, baby. You guys are all legendary, all awesome. I will see you tomorrow. Volume's gonna pick up. It's gonna be an important night tomorrow night at 9:30. I will see you tomorrow. Boys Crypto is out, baby. We are out. Much love, everybody. Enjoy your